Now, those chains are like elastic bands that snap a person back as soon as they get close to achieving the success they want. Now, those 5 simple steps are a fantastic strategy, and yes, they can work like magic, but they only work if the fears and past problems have been removed. And this is why pstek can be so important for anyone who wants to change their life or achieve any kind of goal. Imagining successful outcomes doesn't work if the idea of success or failure are fearful. Imagining success when still chained to past failures doesn't work because they keep dragging people back. Imagining success doesn't work when your beliefs tell you that the imagined success would never come. This is why patterns of failure are repeated over and over and over again. Past negative experience causes people to think in certain ways, and that way of thinking tends to be repeated, as do the failures. The failures and negative experiences of the past must, absolutely must, be cleared, leaving the way clear for goals to be set, outcomes imagined, and repetition of the simple steps to work magic in your life. And of course, most people are a mass of fears, worries, insecurities, limiting beliefs, and so it's probable that you know what I'm talking about. Such past-related problems can be very personal indeed, but to be successful and happy, those things must be successfully dealt with. Now, when I open a newspaper or a magazine, the first thing I'm almost always confronted by is a celebrity story. I guess you'll know what I mean. They cover celebrities doing this, celebrities doing that. Very often they're stories of celebrities having problems with feelings of self-worth, addictions, eating disorders, alcoholism, just generally having dysfunctional lives and experiencing the downside of unhelpful ways of thinking. It's clear that many celebrities and those who live their lives surrounded by the trappings of financial success are often incredibly unhappy people. Now, some wealthy and successful people have the balance right and they manage to have happy and successful lives, but many don't. In this regard, some of the poorest people are far more successful than many of the richest. In fact, many celebs appear to live lives that are like some ghastly, messed up real-life soap opera. And it frustrates me personally because so many of them could be so easily helped. The few celebrities that I have been fortunate enough to work with have been successfully turned around by using a powerful combination of hypnosis and pstek repatterning. I've neutralized the pain of their past and created a much brighter future through very focused repatterning. There's nothing successful about a star who's terrified that the world will see them for what they really are. There's nothing glamorous about someone who has their head stuck down the toilet half of the time so that they can stay thin. And what about a celebrity who experiences one failed relationship after another? Are they really successful if they feel the need to drown themselves in alcohol or shoot up all the time? In reality, there's a world of difference between apparent success and real success. There may well be a lot of outwardly very successful people in the world, but here's a reality check. If they aren't happy, they're not successful, no matter how much wealth they may accumulate. Positive thinking, goal setting, having a hunger for success and happiness, and having a clear idea formed in your mind of exactly what you want to achieve in life is without doubt the correct approach to reach your goals and to achieve the things you desire. But the past needs to be dealt with effectively, otherwise the mind continually refers back to it. And this is why clearance using the pstek audio is so very important. Without dealing with the past and the feelings which may have troubled you, success and feelings of success would always be elusive. And because thousands of people have now discovered that the pstek tools are easy to use and extremely powerful in this regard, they seem to be the best choice for doing it. The late Dave Ellman, one of the most important and yet probably one of the most overlooked people who ever lived in terms of understanding psychology, astutely observed that we live in the light of reflected action. The things that have happened to us in the past continue to happen to us every day of our lives. Now, what he meant was that the past is continually replayed in our minds and we constantly refer back to it. Often people find themselves constantly thinking back to thoughts of past failures, problems with self-confidence, or feelings of low self-worth and so on. If this is the case, then no amount of goal setting would ever bring true success, because the problems of the past always get mixed in with the imagined version of the future. What's totally unique about pstek repatterning is that you can use the very effective click tracks to eliminate every negative feeling you might have. If you haven't got much to clear, then yes, by all means use the free click tracks. If you've got more than that, then I suggest you go for the likes of level 1. Using the extras as well stops you from getting too used to the tapping sequences, and that's another advantage. But whatever you do, you need to do this clearance. Eliminate the fears and blocks created by past experience. You could use the click tracks to get rid of the trauma attached to abuse from childhood. You can use it to quickly remove fears which might have interfered with your success up to now. You can release yourself from the fear of failure or of repeating past failures. You can eliminate guilt or anger if necessary, and a whole range of other negative emotions, none of which has ever made a positive impact on your life. And you can do all of this in your own time and on your own terms, finally putting you back in the driving seat. The experiences which shape us and which affect our beliefs most profoundly are generally those experiences which relate to powerful and emotional things from the past. That's why incorporating pstek into your repatterning process is so important. If we'd all had lives full of positivity and nothing else, then it would be absolutely marvellous. Unfortunately, in the real world, most people have had lots of experiences which have been totally disempowering and which led them to limiting and negative beliefs. Perhaps you've had anxieties about speaking or expressing your opinion. It may be that perhaps the idea of giving presentations currently fills you with dread. It does most people. Meeting new people or forming successful relationships can be a cause for anxiety, and clearly such a fear could easily hurt someone and hold them back both professionally and personally. Goal setting is the key to success, but fear in all its forms is the primary barrier to success and goal achievement. So let's recap once more. The psychology of success is very well understood, and some people have been successful by using the principles that have been taught for more than a century. Most people, though, are not able to because they hit barriers and limitations caused by past events. So we've got to include an extra but vitally important step. This is what the technique looks like now. 1. Decide what you want to achieve. 2. Remove the negative emotions and beliefs which would otherwise sabotage your chances of success. Use the click tracks to do this. Use the free ones, use the EEFs or the accelerators if you wish, but however you do it, clear as many of the negative feelings you've carried as possible. There are other therapies that you could use, but I advise using pstek because all the feedback indicates it's by far the most effective and powerful method that's ever been devised to do it. It's faster too. 3. Make the vision of success as clear as possible. Many people use visualization techniques, or they build things like scrapbooks into which they put pictures of what success means to them. 4. Reinforce this imagined outcome by immersing yourself in that imagined success every day. 5. Imagine every step that will need to be taken to achieve the desired outcome. 6. Anticipate any possible hurdles that could get in the way and imagine successful ways of getting around them if they arise. 7. Stay focused until the goal is achieved. I guarantee that whatever fears you may have had, you'll also have known that only if you could eliminate those fears you'd set yourself free, either just to enjoy your life more or to be more successful. The click tracks work time after time because they make use of universal mental laws, but do follow the instructions. You already have the desire, so when it comes to either happiness or success, there's really only one thing that truly gets in the way, and that's negative beliefs and negative emotions caused by negative past experience. Classic examples of emotions which create barriers both to happiness and success are fears and doubts, feelings of guilt about the past, or perhaps with regard to failures, anger or resentment either towards yourself or perhaps towards someone else, jealousy. All of those things can be dealt with by using the click tracks. Very often, they're gone in minutes. But wherever your desire, whether it be personal happiness or financial success, be sure to use the click tracks to obliterate the emotional barriers. Until now, there hasn't really been a way for anyone to release themselves from such debilitating emotions or fears, but pstek, either the optional ones or the free ones, can remove all of those things for you, so use them. Remember that fears, anxieties, guilt, anger, resentment, and so on are all emotions which create barriers to success and also to happiness. The click tracks can be used to switch off any and all of those types of feelings if you have them. And because belief related to self is rooted in emotion, dealing with those things by systematically using pstek also changes the limiting beliefs which have always imprisoned you. Let's go back to success and your desire to achieve certain things. Remember, the psychology of success is well understood. Here's the brief synopsis of the simple but incredibly powerful strategy. First, decide what you want to achieve. Then use whatever pstek tracks you have to remove the negative emotions and beliefs which would otherwise sabotage the success of the strategy that follows. You can use the free click tracks, or you can use the other ones. It's entirely up to you. Make the vision of success as clear as possible. Many people use visualization techniques or build scrapbooks into which they put pictures of what success means to them. Reinforce this by immersing yourself in your imagined success every day. I also advise using pstek positive to create and reinforce new beliefs that your achievement is absolutely inevitable. Imagine every step that needs to be taken to achieve the desired outcome. Next, anticipate any possible hurdles that might get in the way and imagine ways of getting around those hurdles if they happen to arise. Stay focused until the goal is achieved. This is a universal strategy that you can apply to anything. You can use this method to build a business, to lose weight, to have a happier family life, to get a better job, and so on. But just make sure to include the important step of dealing with negative memories and problem emotions. Decide what is important to you and direct its use towards that. This is the very effective method for repatterning and for being successful and happy. 1. Decide what you want to achieve. 2. Use whatever pstek tracks you have to remove the negative emotions and beliefs which would otherwise sabotage the success of the strategy that follows. Do a bit of clearance every day and you'll be amazed at the results. 3. Make the vision of success as clear in your mind as you can. Many people use visualization techniques or build scrapbooks into which they put pictures of what success means to them. Remember, you don't have to be visual. However you can imagine, that's the way to do it. 4. Reinforce this by immersing yourself in your imagined success every day. If you have it, then use pstek positive to create and reinforce new beliefs that your achievement is absolutely inevitable. That's a powerful additional step. 5. Imagine everything you need to do to make your desired outcomes come true. 6. Anticipate any possible hurdles that could get in the way and imagine the ways of getting around them. 7. Stay focused until the goal is achieved. Now that simple strategy works like magic because it changes your feelings and beliefs in a profound way and it's focused enough to direct that change in the direction you want to go. I'd like to finish this section by quoting R. Buckminster Fuller, the American inventor, engineer, author and designer, perhaps most well known for the invention of the geodesic dome. He said this: "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete."